Well, it is so good to be with you this week as your teacher. My heart has been longing to connect with you for quite some time over the issue of fear. We receive so many prayer requests from men and women who long to be free from this vicious slave owner. And I used to be one of them, to the point where it was just 7 years ago, and I was asked to speak to a group of just about 35 women, and I was so excited about the opportunity. I knew that God had called me to do this. We had prayed about it. We had prepared for weeks and months, and the day finally arrived when it was time. And when I was ready to move in front of those women, I was so gripped with fear that I went running to the bathroom, where I fell down onto the toilet, head between my knees, hyperventilating because I was so afraid. I could not breathe. Fear had punched me in the gut, had knocked the wind out of me, and I was completely incapable of doing what God had called me to do. And I knew on that day that I had to learn how to face my fear and find my brave. And so this week, as we begin our teaching series on facing your fear and finding your brave, I just want to share with you 3 powerful principles that if you put them into practice, they will transform the way you live. And here they are, very simple so you can remember them. They are: pray truth, speak truth, and live truth. Pray truth, speak truth, and live truth. You see, we have to establish, first of all, that fear is nothing more than lies that are fed to us by our enemy, the devil, who comes to steal, kill, and destroy the abundant life that Jesus came to give you. And the truth is found right here in God's word. This is truth for you. This is truth for me. God only speaks what is right and what is true. And so Satan knows that if he can make fear scream louder in this ear than the sweet, life-giving truth of God's voice in this ear, he knows that he has us. And so we must pray truth, speak truth, and live truth. So practically, how do you do that? Well, the one thing that I have done is I find one of my very favorite scriptures that speaks to my fear, and it's Isaiah 41:10. And I got some note cards, and I wrote it down several times, and I post them all over my house and in my car. So anytime that fear comes in, I'm ready with it. And so it says, "So do not fear, for I am with you. Do not be dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you and help you. I will uphold you with my righteous right hand." And so when fear begins to come in and yell in this ear, I grab a hold of that truth and I begin to pray it over myself. And then I begin to speak it out loud so that I can hear that truth. And then whether that fear is completely gone or not, my job then is to step out and live that truth. So friend, as you begin to face your fear and find your brave, I want you to remember those 3 things. Grab a hold of that truth and pray it, speak it, and live it. When you do, Jesus says in John 8:32 that you will know the truth, and the truth will set you free.